With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 70, Indy. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block hard. Alert flare. Look at me, zipper.
51.
Hey.
51. Brilliant. You go.
Hey, Sam off.
You got tight right there.
Be crippled.
Now Ballage. He'll have a first down past the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Come on,
they come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Fair.
Pull it together. Kill.
Hey, Echo. Hey.
Motion me out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Sign. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Young lady. Hey, watch it. Switch. My red lady.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check. Man, 80. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Gone.
Here we go. Kill.
You're out.
Kill. Check your hot read.
Yes. Fresno. Now.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, Darnold. The open man is Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check 52. Wide. Get wide.
Switch.
Mark. L80.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Come off the ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. The red 80.
Bravo.
Here we go.
Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Greystone, travel. Check. Hey, lock it. Whip. Watch the whip. Get it.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Check safety.
They'll run here with Balaj. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm on. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go.
Leo.
Check 24, check 25.
Second and 10.
Slam.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Shoot.
They run it with Balaj, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Look, squeeze.
Shift.
Hard.
Shift. Watch twist.
Go.
Twist. Tight dog.
Speed grip.
Second and 11. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's third and 18. They need something big.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Sam on.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check. Rock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Fair.
Check 4.
Gone.
He's coming.
We got 2. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Slam. Check three.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check. Lucky.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Joker. SOS.
Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup. but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Joseph now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Red 80. Check 13, check 13. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Go. Run.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Alert 3.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
It's a party now. He's coming. Double up. Red 80. Mike 35. Let him know. 35's the mic. Man, here we go.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught by Jennings. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Red 80.
Throwing again is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. Red 80.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Mike 51. Hey, keep it up. Go, Mike 51.
Darnold to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Door.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
Hey, Delta.
55 to Mike.
Look. Squeeze.
Deep.
Hard.
Sponge. No.
Now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
Get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a carry for Jacobs, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
51 to Mike.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now they are going for it. Darnold, that is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Mike, 51.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Mike, 51. Here we go.
Get it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 26.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. They find some open field here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Topper, topper.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Yep.
Check.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
He's cutting me. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
Five.
One more time with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Go, go.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Protein spill.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Bound to lose 1. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Hey, orbit. Hey, 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 hey.
I got it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Hey.
Hold.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Sam on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Yes, yes.
Hold. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Yo, go.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Buzz.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Hey, they're scared.
Rock it.
Check 25. Jim.
Bam.
Kill.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm coming for you, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
55, Mike 55. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Now.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Now.
2nd and 13. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Gone. Deuce.
Check the backer.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get this.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Balaj. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey,
6-6, pull it high.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he cuts it back right, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Ballage with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that did
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Go, take a seat. You can't stop me.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Darnold. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Darnold. And Jennings has it. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Now Darnold.
Watch the whip.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now it's Darnold. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 90 Wolf. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Bandit.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again